What's going on, guys? Minuscule Mitch here, back once again today. We have a FIFA 21 wish list video. It's 10 items that, some are big, some are small, but just things that I'd like to see next year. Some brought back, some changes, and some completely brand new things that I'd like to see in the game. But before we get into that, guys, if you do enjoy the video today and you're new around here, please subscribe, like, and comment on the videos. Subscriptions help us grow. Likes and comments. I love interacting with you guys on here and on Instagram. Always have fun chatting with you guys. And if you do want to be included in a video with your weekend league rewards or any pack or player review, just hit me up on here or Instagram, and I'd love to connect with you and work something out. But without any further ado, guys, let's get into item number one. This is kind of a small one, but it's something that, as someone who does a lot of SBCs and player league SBCs, it's just something that is kind of frustrating so far. So they fixed the fact that you can't search for, or now you can search for any type of player. The one problem with that now is certain players I know they only have one special card. So for me to come down here and which special card is it? Where is it on here? It would be nice if after these, bronze, silver, gold, like they had before, they still had the special one for the players that only have one special card. Doesn't seem like a big deal to you guys, but some of you will understand that it is frustrating when you're doing a lot of SBCs and you just kind of need to find somebody real quick. But that's the first one. Nothing crazy, just a little suggestion. Second off, jerseys. This one's all related to jerseys. So as you know, right now you can't customize jerseys. I think you should be able to. You can do it in pro clubs, which is pretty customizable. But Ultimate Team is the most customizable game mode in the whole game, and it's what we all play. So why not throw us some custom jerseys? EA does their little rendition of that with those things they release here and there, but most of them kind of suck. Occasionally they'll get a cool one, but most of them suck for the main part. So it'd be nice to make our own jerseys. And then kind of branching off of that, the third kit. Every soccer team in the world pretty much has a third kit, so why can't we an Ultimate Team? Just a cool little thing that I would like to see, because I always have one or two jerseys, and then the third one is something that I really want to put on, but I can't because I don't have a spot for it. So that's just something I'd like to see in next year's game. Here's another thing when it comes to searching for players. Item number 3, not a huge deal. That being said, it really frustrates me. Again, with doing SBCs, get these loans out of the front of my packs. I'm always going to have higher loans than I have players, and it just takes time away from what I can do. The best suggestion I would have is for there to be a little tab at the top, where it says players and then it says loan players. So I just hit RB or something and I can get over to my loan players instead. Not a huge suggestion, just something that I think would optimize the search menus a little bit more. Next up is the CONMEBOL promo. Now I enjoyed this promo as far as the brown cards went, or I don't know what you want to call them. The upgraded versions of people like the Tevez's and all those cool players that they released. I think that's great. It allows players who support those teams to get some players that they might like in real life that they typically wouldn't. So that's a great aspect to it. The only thing that I hated about it was these freaking little black cards that are absolutely worthless. They take away from your pack luck because I can pack these, and it's just so frustrating, and they just need to get rid of them. Just get rid of them. No any other way about it. Keep the CONMEBOL promo, get the boosted cards and all that, but get rid of those black cards because they're absolutely worthless. Next up, just something kind of cool that I would, like to see in the next FIFA. As you know, when you go into a game, you see your opponent's team. They actually have a new screen coming next year if you guys watch the beta footage at all, and it actually looks really cool. But something I would like to add to that is showing your opponent's record. So maybe if you're in Rivals, you only see their Rivals record. Maybe if you're in Foot Champs, you only see their record and that. But basically, I'm so tired of going up against a gold team, not expecting much when I have a full team of the season team or whatever, and I get my ass kicked, or vice versa. I go up against Moments, Ronaldo, Cruyff, and Hullet, and I absolutely demolish them. It's just nice to have that mental note, kind of what you're getting into. Nothing crazy, and it's also kind of just cool to see other people's records. So that's something I'd like to see in next year's game. Next up, this is kind of a big one, and it's something that they'd be bringing back because they've had it previously, is the weekly tournaments. Obviously we have Rivals, Foot Champs, Squad Battles, and Friendlies, and Draft. But you can draft all throughout the week, you can play Rivals throughout the week, but there's no really long-term thing to do. So I think they should bring back those tournaments and maybe even have them rivals rank based. So if you're in Division 4, you're only playing against people in Division 4 tournament, and it's just a little more interactive throughout the week, and some more rewards to grind towards throughout the year. And I just think that's something that they've been missing over the last couple years since they've taken it out, and I think we'd all like to see that back into the game. Next up, another big one that they should bring back is the Icon SBCs. I do love what they're doing with all these packs, guaranteed Icon pack, basically from the beginning of the year and on. And I like how they're slowly releasing them so that, if you just want to throw thousands of dollars into the game, you can't buy Moment's Hullet right off the bat. That being said, we all miss the Icon SBCs. There's 6, 7, 8 squads sometimes to unlock a player, which EA's not losing off that. You still have to grind towards it, and they're just not losing anything off of it, so why not do it? We all loved them. Hopefully we get them back next year. It gives us something to grind towards all throughout the year, and I just think it's something that we definitely need to see in next year's FIFA. Next up, and it's not a huge deal, is the catalog. It's pretty much useless at this point. In the beginning of FIFA, you expand your transfer list, your watch list. You get a couple coin boosters, but that's really it. I think we'd all like to see, especially with the stadiums being more customizable next year, maybe some Tifus, some trophies that you can put on display, just a couple of things, maybe even some more exciting balls besides the regular ones that they use. Give us some of the cooler ones that they give us throughout the year, but in the catalog. I've been playing FIFA for probably 10 years of Ultimate Team, or however long it's been out, and the catalog's just gone downhill every year. So it's something, that us players that have been playing for a long time, it gives us a little bit of a reward. So we'd like to see a little bit more in there, personally. And then next up is the milestones. As you guys know, there's a milestones this year, and I think they did a really cool job with it. I think that it's a really great feature into the game, gives you something to grind towards throughout FIFA, as they say. That being said, I can unlock this card in 5 games if I really want to. It's not hard at all. It's super easy. It's not really a milestone. It's just kind of another objective with a little bit more requirements. But I do also like the fact that, once you unlock one, you can unlock the better version of it. I think they just need to expand it. Keep letting you go further and further and further. Make the requirements hard, obviously. It's an objective. It's a milestone. You're trying to get it throughout the year. So not something you can get in a day, but something you can get in, if you really grind for a while in FIFA. And then also, I'd like to see things added to it or changed to it throughout the year instead of, they released this. They haven't touched this in probably 6 months or more. So that's just one thing. Like I said, great concept. I think it's awesome. They just need to work on it a little bit more next year. And then last up for me today is going to be a stupid one, but something that I think is important, and it's like the hairstyles or the appearance of the players in-game. So, you unlock that player of the month, Ronaldo, and he's got a ponytail on his card, but he doesn't have one in-game. Just kind of a funky feel. So, just keep it up to date. They do Team of the Week, Team of the Month, all this stuff. So, based on current events, you might as well keep the hairstyles up to date. And even player images, like Haaland blew up this year. He didn't have a player face in the beginning of the year, but when he's got a 95 card in the game, give him a player face. Just little things like that, keeping the appearance up to date, because Pez does it, and just would like to see it in FIFA since they are so current event based. But guys, that is it for my wish list today. If you guys have any of your own, I'd love to hear them down in the comments. I always love seeing what you guys come up with. And if you guys have any card designs that you want to send out, I would love to see them. But without any further ado, guys, if you guys did enjoy the video today and you want to see some more tomorrow, we do have a Weekend League rewards opening tomorrow, and I'd love to see you guys there as well. So thanks for coming out, guys, and I hope you have a good one.